Hi Seb, okay, it's Rob Phillips here from BBC Radio Wales. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you.
Good, good. Um, First of all, how much are you enjoying time in Newport County?
Oh, it's brilliant. Really enjoying playing with load of boys. They're all brilliant. Especially at home, crowds brilliant. Home and away, taking just a really good atmosphere and just playing the best football I can.
Always helps when you get a goal on your home debut to encourage the crowd. In fact, two goals in two home appearances. How special was that? Your first senior goal as well.
Oh, it's amazing. Can't really describe the feeling. It was just like it was really surreal, and it was just the roar of the crowd, especially when I scored, was just like so much joy and so much so happy when it happened. Just can't describe it.
Was it how you thought it was going to be?
It was even better. Let's put it like that. It was better than I thought it would be. It's like, especially after, obviously, because I'm a young lad and it was the first goal. It's like it feels like all the hard work I've put in over the years finally meant something, and to do it in that way, especially against Charlton, was just amazing.
Because you scored plenty of goals for the Bristol City under 21s, 23s, or whatever it was last season. Um, but this is what you want to be, isn't it? This is where you want to be playing senior football.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's just a completely different ball game to 21s. I think the physicality is so much different, and obviously playing in front of the crowd every week or every game just adds that bit of competitive edge. And obviously, you're playing for 3 points instead, where 21s can sometimes be a bit false.
How did it come about? How was the approach made, and what did you think when it happened?
So I was ironically I playing for Swindon because they were light on a few players against City, and then after the game, my agent phoned me up and said Newport were interested, and then I was obviously he was like go speak to the academy director Brian Tinian. I was like all right, because I was over the moon when I found out, and he said it'd be a really good move for you, and we both like agreed like it's brilliant. It was a brilliant move, and just couldn't wait to get it happen. To couldn't wait for it to happen, and when it did, just can't really describe it.
Yeah. Um, it's fair to say Newport have got a good relationship with Bristol City, and actually they've got a really good record in getting decent loan players. Antoine Semenyo, who you will remember from your Bristol City time, Ben White, the England defender, they all came here on loan. No pressure
Yeah,
then.
I think we've had there's been loads there's been those you've had Antoine Campering, a few other lads like Seiko Jenner have also come here, so it's really good. It's a really good loan move, and just I was just over the moon. I'm here to be honest.
What is the big difference you found between under 21s and senior football, would you say?
I think definitely the physicality and the demands and the intensity. Like the intensity is incredible. It's so like, especially because I like to press. So I press and then the balls come straight back at you. So you just got to be always on your toes. Whereas 21s, you might get a bit of downtime. You might keep the ball for a bit, but it's just obviously the physicality as well. Playing men instead of playing 19, 20 year olds, it's a lot different.
Hmm.
So it's really good learning for me.
What was your initiation song?
I sang Fleetwood Mac everywhere, which I didn't really hit the high notes, so it's a bit funny. But yeah, an all-time classic.
Absolutely. Fleetwood Mac have never made a bad single, have they?
Never, never.
Why that song then?
I don't know. I just kind of so my first initiation song I did was I think was City when I went on tour. Went on the preseason camp last year, and I was into my all-time classics at the time. So I just sang that with City, and I think every other club I've been to, I just keep singing it because it's an easy go-to, and I know the lyrics pretty well. But everyone knows the songs, and it's normally quite funny.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. And it went down quite well, I take it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got a few laughs. Got a few laughs.
Um, I don't suppose you were laughing too much when you got on the bus on Tuesday night at Crew.
Nah.
Um, but how do you how do you bounce back now against Forest Green, do you say? And how the squad feeling about it?
I think first half we actually played quite well. I think we just got to take the positives from it. Like we scored 2 goals and we keep scoring. I think if we just tighten up at the back as a whole team and be more solid from set pieces, we can do really well this season. Like I think we scored, what is it? Is it 9 goals in 3 games? And we've kept clean sheet. We kept clean sheet against Donny, and obviously we let him one against the League One side, and that's it. But other than that, I think we just got to take the positives out of the game, and then like try and see what we can do better from the negatives, and make sure we do it on a Saturday.
And have you set yourself any targets for the season? What has Graham Coughlin said he wants of you?
My target is just to try and stay in the team all the time, help the team as much as possible. I've just young lad. It's all about experience for me, and I know if I'm doing well, if I'm staying in the team and helping the team the best way, if that's goals, if that's assists, if that's my work rate, getting the ball back for the team, and that's my goal, to play as many games as possible.
All the best. Thanks, Seb.
That's brilliant. Thank you.
Hi, Seb.
Right.
I just want to ask, have you had lots of friends and family coming to watch you? Because obviously it's pretty close, not too far to go.
It's my old man always comes and watches me. He's been with me. I think he's put me through my football career since I was 8, and like pretty much owe a lot to him. I owe most of my career to him because he was in the long old days when he had to take me up to Liverpool and things like that. So I think he loves watching me play men's football and seeing how far I've come.
Yeah, let's give him a name check then. What's his name?
Simon.
Did he make it all the way up to Accrington for your Football League debut?
No, he was on holiday at the time, which is unfortunate. But no, straight after the game, he dropped me a nice text message. Obviously, it wasn't the result we wanted, but obviously making my league debut, it's always something special.
Yeah, and not too far to come to Newport, and even closer tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, it'd be much closer tomorrow. But yeah, he's trying to come to every game he can, like obviously with work and things like that. But yeah, he's been really supportive.
Yeah. How special was it to share that moment with him when you got the goal the other day?
It's amazing. I come out the change room and I just see him smiling, and I don't think that smile wore off for a whole week. It just makes you feel good. Obviously, all the work you put in means something. It's just brilliant.
Yeah. Hopefully, many more to come. What are you expecting from Forest Green tomorrow?
I think there'll be a strong physical side. Obviously, we're away from home, so we need to, I think, ease into the game. Hopefully, just need to take our chances tomorrow and make sure we're solid at the back. But I think it's there for the taking, definitely. I think they haven't got the best home record, so see what happens.
Fighting talk. I think they've just brought in Troy Dean, haven't they? Be interesting to see him. I'm not sure if he'll play, but he's an experienced pro.
Playing in the Prem, so scoring that iconic goal as well. But I don't know if he'll be fit or not because of obviously he hasn't had a club. But yeah, a tough challenge. But if he does play, but I think we've got to think more about ourselves than the opposition tomorrow.
Yeah, they've got a man mountain in defence, Ryan Innes as well. You probably don't come up against too many men like him in the under-21s. How do you cope with such a physical presence?
I think I'm not a bad size, but people like that, you just got to play your strengths. And obviously, if he's big, he might be a bit slower. So try and get down the sides and the channels or in behind instead of going into a physical battle with him. And if I do, I just got to make sure that I try and win as much as possible or try and affect him as much as possible.
Brilliant. Best of luck.
Cheers. Thank you.